Tonight, from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Dwayne Haskins and the Pittsburgh Steelers versus Baker Mayfield and the Cleveland Browns.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. And this was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Cleveland Browns. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. First down, Mayfield. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he'll be out right at the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
This defense for the Steelers, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Mayfield looks to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. Man open, here is Crowder. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And some room to work. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. So this drive spans 7 plays. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in 2019 from Ohio State. It's Dwayne Haskins.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got like it.
He was a manager. And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Haskins will throw. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here's big. Second down at 4. On the give, this is Harris. And he has the first down as he's able to reach the ball forward and get past the line to gain. On the ground, it's Harris. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, is so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of... And he coughed it up! And this is picked up by the Browns. 30, 10, and he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, return it for a touchdown. And I know it's Prater on to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. This is Harris. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Each team has its own terminology. Some people call it jumbo, some call it monster, some call it king. But it doesn't really matter. They brought in a big lumber to pick up that first down.
Yeah, you think about goal line defense with the goal line offense that time getting it done. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Haskins, a pop pass to his wideout. And he stopped immediately there. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Haskins. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Here's Haskins. Out to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Boswell's kick is good. And they'll get themselves on the board here at 14-3. The successful field goal try. Here's Boswell to send it away. On the return, here's a speedy Jamison Crowder.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Now Nick Chubb of the Browns gets set for their next possession.
First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And down he goes. A coverage sack. Took too long to get rid of it. Tyson Alualu. Never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. After one, a 14-3 ball game. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Mayfield.
He'll get this one underneath to Hunt.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Steelers will go on 1st and 10. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Haskins' throw complete to Freiermuth.
And And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. A run with Harris out of the shotgun.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Escaping the pressure right.
That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
62 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line, because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Haskins. Flushed out right. He completes it to Beckham. Touchdown! Odell Beckham. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again.
Obviously, Brandon, they couldn't get it all back with just one score, but that touchdown chips into the lead, and now it makes the comeback a little bit more.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, Mayfield.
Swings this out for Hunt.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Crowder's got it over the middle.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett.
2nd down and 7.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Mayfield.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
They'll start on the ground with Harris, and he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Looking to throw, Haskins. Eluding the pressure right. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run with Harris. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A good gain on first. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll try the right side with Harris, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. This is Harris, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They'll roll him out right. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. Buying time to his left. He finds his target, Beckham. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. Here's Harris. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. 97 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. To the goal line. It's incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On second down, it's Harris, and he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Check, check, lucky. Check three.
Now here's Snell, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Boswell for the extra point.
It's about that time.
It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The Browns' drive about to get started.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hunt. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. From the 30 on second down, Mayfield got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Mayfield on first down. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. From just shy of midfield, Mayfield. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, where it was the Jets who were able to come away with the win at home. Zach Wilson, sharp in the victory, as his guys bounce back from a tough start to the year to claim victory number 1. From there, we head up to Foxborough to check on the Patriots at home at Gillette Stadium. And they couldn't get the job done as they fall to the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Rashad Bateman, a touchdown catch in the victory. And lastly, we'll all be tuned in on Monday night for what should be a great one between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Cotton and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. So here are the Steelers to take over. On a 3-game. They begin the drive with McFarland. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Again to the brother of J.J. This is Derek Watt. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Let's check on the call. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
On second down, this is Harris. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
125 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And that is incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it's second down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked.
And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 4. Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Now Mayfield. On the catch, it's Crowder. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Following the turnover, it's Haskins. Forced out to his left. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it second and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On second down, McFarland. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Again, McFarland. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now Haskins toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Again, it's Harris. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They're going for it. This is Harris. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Najee Harris. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
This defense, as long as they could, but
extra point now by Boswell. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. That time, a 9-play drive.
and it will was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now it's Crowder.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Cleveland offense making their way out.
And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over. The other team takes it.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season.
When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
Well, the terrible towels here at Heinz Field out in full force. Here's 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And finding the tight end, Hooper.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at about the 14.
Well, nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds. Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Haskins. And he floated one out there, incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Haskins to throw it. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They run for it with Harris. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers, let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care if they know it on the other side. Here we come, and they got it done.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Hey, we got four down. He's crossing. He's checking crowd. Watch out.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Haskins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. McFarland once more. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a give here to Snell. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And the offense moving quickly to the line. From the 31, Haskins finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Here's Haskins to throw. And the catch made by Johnson. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Try to go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Throwing again, here's Haskins. Sliding out of the pocket. Drops it underneath for Collins. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Now it's Haskins. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Collins. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. 2nd down and goal. Haskins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. On 3rd down, Harris. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away. Boswell for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that, amazingly, a 17-play drive. And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now it's Crowder. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On second down now. It's Hunt. Gets past one man. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Mayfield. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he is going to have a Browns first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw into the hands of Hooper. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. And what are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Throwing again on second down. Mayfield. That's Gallup on the slant. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal. To throw, Mayfield. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. This game was really a tussle. To go, and now they've got... On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Not much there, only a yard. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The Steelers send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. Now Landry. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. A first down throw for Mayfield. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. First down, Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Mayfield now. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. The Browns on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. And again, it's Mayfield. This one caught by Crowder. And he is going to have a Browns first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Throwing, Mayfield. Over the middle, that's caught by Schwartz. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 16. Mayfield leaves it for Hunt on the draw. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think.
That's not good enough, man.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. Mayfield with it once more. He fights him off. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Mayfield to throw it. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Donovan Peoples-Jones, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Now Prater to add the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Taking it about the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. From the 31, Haskins flush to his right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
On first down, it's Haskins. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Prater on to add the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
Takes it at the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
They will look to flush the memory of that pick six as we now have a brand new tie ball game here in the fourth quarter. Getting down to the good stuff.
Back to the air, Haskins after the pick six. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. Second and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Well, when you get an elite running back like he is, sometimes you've got to employ the by any means necessary method to get him down.
Yeah, sometimes you're relieved even if a flag comes out. But if you just get the hand up and you get it on the mask, you can kind of get away with that. But as soon as you curl it around the finger or the hand, that's pretty easy for everyone to see, and they'll call that one every time.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Set him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They run again with Harris. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Hands to the up man. This is Watt. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal, looking to take the lead here in the late going. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Mayfield and the offense now. Down by 7. 1:53 remaining. They've surrendered a double-digit lead but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. Now Mayfield. Able to find Gallup. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Mayfield to throw. That's caught once again by Gallup. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. The Browns try to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such time remaining. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Haskins going to try to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Throwing now is Haskins. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Mayfield. He's got his man. It's Gallup. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Pittsburgh, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Along